Yo guys, what's up? It's Cherry here, coming at you guys with week 3 of the PMU. Your Rose Turbo Carbarages are going against the Durham Dreadagons, coached by 6FTHAX, who I have been trying to battle for more than 2 years. I remember back in Gen 7 when he did Wi-Fi battles, mainly RU. I think he did like RU, NU, PU, things like that. I've been trying to get a hold of him, and you know, YouTubers are so popular nowadays, you know, life and things like that. No, I'm kidding, but I'm very excited to be showing you guys this battle. This battle was really good. It had some lows and it definitely had its climax and its highs, and I'm very excited to share this with you all. So if you guys are excited to look at this with me again, because I haven't looked at this since we battled, make sure to leave a like, and after the battle, comment down below what you think I could have done better, because I know week 1 of the PMU there was some controversy about me switching in on Instant on the Mega Sharpedo predicting SIXFTHAX, and then week 2 I definitely should have listened to my gut on the Galvantula play and my lead as well. So all of your comments in regards to me seeing things differently really helps, like truly. So yeah, without further ado, we are going to get right into it. Like I said, I haven't looked at this in a while. As you can tell from the replay, I guess I led Feeney, which actually, looking now, Feeney is such a good lead versus this team, which is why I think Leo led Rotom not Mo, oh my god. He led Rotom Wash. I probably would have done the same thing predicting the Feeney lead, because Feeney just clicks Moonblast or anything against this team. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. Oh my gosh, this music. I love Cynthia. Oh my god, I can feel the feelings I felt when I battled him, man. It's crazy, man. Time flies from Gen 7. I'm so happy I got into this league. But as I said earlier, he led the Rotom Mo here. And here, I don't know. I'm like, I can take a hit from this Rotom and I can just get off a Moonblast, right? I'm not too worried about this thing. He clicks Volt Switch. It does quite a bit of damage, but from the damage, I knew that he was bulky and he wasn't really special attack invested. So I'm like, okay, what comes into a Moonblast? Torn T? Oh, Torn T's taking a Moonblast. That's fine by me. I'm down to get off some 40 to 50%, and as you guys can see, that is good damage. I ran offensive Feeney this week because of how great its matchup was, but here I'm like, I take a Hurricane. So I'm not too worried about you either. So he makes the hard switch into Rotom, but instead I switch out into my Hoopa. Hoopa? Cherry. Hoopa? Okay. Side Shock. Wait. No, he has Foul Play. So I click Side Shock on this thing and I do good damage, and he actually has Foul Play. I actually forgot about that. I'm not even gonna lie. In the battle, I was like, amazing prep by you. Amazing prep. But Hoopa goes down. It was probably for Mega King Power-Up Punch as well. So really amazing prep by Leo. I should have done some research before making that switch. But here I go into Ferrothorn, and you can't do anything to me, especially in terrain. You can't even whisk me. So he clicks the Volt Switch here. And looking now, I can see Torn T being a good switch in, and I can see me clicking Leech Seed here, as he does go into the Torn T, and I click the Leech Seed here. Look at me! Oh my god. So I click Leech Seed, and this thing is now getting chipped down. Even though with Regenerator, it's still getting chipped down, and I want this thing as healthy as possible for the Gallade. And in fearing of a Heat Wave, I think I make a switch here into maybe the Feeney, but he decides to make a hard switch into the Druddigon. I really hope I make the switch into the Feeney here. No, I go Gliscor. That's actually a good middle ground play. Good job, Cherry. But I go into the Gliscor. This is so unorganized, guys. Oh my god. But I am going to, because apparently I'm Toxic Orb. I don't know what I'm doing. But here I get off the Toxic Orb, and I make a double into the Feeney, because unless you're Sheer Force, Gunk Shot, you don't really do anything to me other than set rocks. Which I think is a good middle ground play by Leo, because at the same time I can't really do anything to him. So he clicks rocks. And once again, I'm thinking, like, what is your switch into a Moonblast? Like this team didn't really have a good Feeney switch in, other than maybe Spadef Rotom. but SPTHAX Rotom is still not going to want to take Moonblast. So here I click Substitute, and I reveal that, and I'm so happy. Shout out to Joshua for mocking me. Substitute put in so much work when I mocked him a few times before the battle, and when we talked about prep. Also, shout out to Beal and his Draft League server for help keeping me calm and not hurting myself. So he clicks the Volt Switch here. It's going to break my sub. I'm not really surprised by that fact, but I'm just wondering what you bring in on my Feeny. What do you bring in? And he brings in Torrentine. I'm like, dude, you're taking chip. Like, yes, you have regen, but you're still taking 50% from this Moonblast. Like, I don't understand. And he's forced to kind of U-turn here because I live a Hurricane unless he's a Life Orb, which he clicks the U-turn here, as I probably would have done as well, and he actually reveals to be Life Orb. So I'm like, okay, what takes a Moonblast here? And he goes back into Rotom. I'm like, he is not enjoying this Feeny right now at all. His team hates this thing. This just took, oh my goodness, look at that damage. And I actually do get the special attack drop, which is actually really, really good for me. I think because I got the special attack drop, I can stay in here and click Moonblast again and something take damage. Because once again, he can't switch into Feeny. He can't. He has to pivot around between Torrentine and Rotom is getting chipped down. And yeah, regen is healing some of Torrentine's damage, but it's going to be low here. Like, Moonblast is so spammable. But I want to preserve Feeny because of how low it's getting. And I believe I make the switch into the Ferrothorn because I don't think you're going to click Heat Wave here. Oh no, I go Gliscor. I must have been SPTHAX. But I go into the Gliscor here, and I believe he clicks the Hurricane, and he lands it. Oh, now I remember everything that happened. So he clicks the Hurricane. I live on 1. I get confused, and here is where Bad Luck Leo is not a valid name for Leo. I'm gonna be real. He decides to hard switch to save Life Orb recoil, and he goes into Gallade, and oh boy, I'm confused, and I hit myself in confusion, which was extremely unfortunate. However, the poison heal is going to be mitigating the damage I'm taking from hitting myself, which is really, really good. So he is going to Mega Evolve here because you have to Mega Evolve turn 1. I also don't see why he doesn't. This is really, really free. And Leo shows Substitute. And my whole plan shifted. I said I need to break the Substitute. I get hit in confusion again, which was really, really unfortunate because what is about to happen may or may not seal the game. And he clicks Bulk Up, and now I'm like, oh my god, this is so bad. Sub Bulk Up was an amazing bring by Leo. Amazing. I didn't think of that. I thought of like SG3 attacks, but all he needs is Zen Headbutt and Drain Punch, and he's good. So I snap out of confusion, thank god, after hitting myself twice, and I click Earthquake, and luckily I break his sub. I'm like, oh, okay, fine by me, right? Now my thing is I need to sack Gliscor here so that he doesn't get up a Substitute, and he clicks his Zen Headbutt and he kills me, and I'm like, okay, this is fine because as long as he's not behind a Substitute, my Ferrothorn can come in and click Gyro Ball against this thing. So actually I'm going to pause here because this was a very important turn. So I had two options. I had the Gyro Ball play, and I also had the Thunder Wave play because I had Thunder Wave on this thing. My gut said to Thunder Wave here, but this is the very rare occurrence that it's crazy. My gut said Thunder Wave. I wanted to Thunder Wave so bad, but I was so scared of a Substitute, thinking I'm scared of a Substitute from him because he may be thinking I'm going to Leech Seed here because he doesn't know I have Thunder Wave. So all he knows is I have Leech Seed. So he's smart enough. He probably knows I'm Chople with how fast I brought this thing in. So I was scared that because he's thinking I have that he's going to sub. And I listened to my brain, not my gut. And for once, my brain is right. And he clicks sub. And I'm like, cool. Got off a Gyro Ball. Now I'm pretty much sacking Ferrothorn at this point. I need this thing chipped down so that maybe Haxorus can come in and start getting some kills. And he clicks Drain Punch here. I reveal the Chople Berry. And I probably should have Thunder Wave, because that would have made it a lot easier for Feeny to come in, but at the same time, I was really scared of this Gallade, and I was also scared of missing a Thunder Wave. With 2 confusions that were happening, I didn't want to take any risks, because that damage was really good. And I was fine with stacking Parathorn here. This was my main check, or quote-unquote check, to this. However, as you guys can see, he heals back the damage that I did, minus Iron Bars, of course. But, you know, Parathorn's down, and here I'm not feeling too confident anymore. I'm like, I need to get some differential. So Haxorus comes in, and here I think, I'm not so sure what I did here actually. I think looking now, maybe Drain Punch. No, I do remember. Drain Punch was a roll, I believe, to kill me. He wasn't close combat, he was Drain Punch. +1 Drain Punch was a roll. I needed to get off a DD here, and I needed to hope that I can get more kills so that Mecha Kangaskhan in the back can do work, right? So here I break the mole, and I'm like, I need to DD here. I need a DD. He's gonna outspeed me the next turn, and yeah. So once I get the DD off, it's going to mitigate the bulk up, and now Outrage is a roll. Outrage is a roll, I think, in my favor to kill this Gallade. And with how the match was going, I'm like, please, Haxorus. And Haxorus puts it away. I'm like, thank you, Haxorus, so much. You're so good. Thank you. And here he goes into the Dusknoir. Now I'm like, okay, this is over. Dusknoir pretty much walls me, and I don't see what I really do, right? I just have to click Outrage. I can't switch. So I do click the Outrage, and as you guys can see, I actually crit him, which after the battle actually matters. So I'm like, great. I just got more differential at this point. But I get confused. Luckily for my Lumberry, Lumberry was for Arcanine Will-O-Wisp, so I could set up, but he didn't even bring it. And I have Outrage free again. However, Outrage is the only way I killed this Strut again, and I felt like I needed to click it because, hey, I didn't really outspeed anything else on his team. Torrentee, I believe, was still alive, and it didn't really matter. So Outrage, my Haxorus goes down, and here I go into the Kangaskhan. He doesn't know what Kangaskhan said I am. However, I am Wish Protect Kang. Wish Protect Bulky Kang. Yes, please. I am so excited. I was so excited. I'm like, let's go, because Earthquake never 2-hit KOs me. Never. Return is a roll, not in his favor to 2-hit KO. However, he clicks U-turn here. I'm like, oh, U-turn, not return. So I was like, okay. And he goes into Torrentee while I click Wish and reveal I'm Wish, and ooh, Kang is so good. I'm so glad I picked this up. I regret anything I said about this, but he clicks the Hurricane here. I always live. Yo, you see how much? Yo, I eat it. And I click the return here, and I get rid of Torrentee. And I'm like, this is great for a Feeny in game if he's not Scarf. If he isn't Scarf, and if he's like max HP banded, then Feeny can bring it home. So I had to rely on the calcs from the U-turn and the Earthquake, and I think Banded Earthquake 2-shot at me, and Scarf Earthquake Adamant did not. So as you guys can see from this damage, it does a lot, but that is not Choice Band damage. So I'm very scared that this thing is Choice Scarf, and if this thing is Choice Scarf, then my Feeny cannot bring it home. So I'm like, I need to wish and protect so that I'm at full, so that I can eventually live 3 Earthquakes, get off another wish, then return, and then now you're taking damage, then force the Rotom switch in, then get rid of Rotom. It was a lot going on in my head as I'm illustrating it right now. So here, as you guys can see, I'm going to keep clicking wish and protect. As you guys can see, I'm also gaining as well. I'm gaining every little bit, but I need to wish protect, wish protect, wish protect until I'm at full or close to it. So this is pretty much the boring part. Leo, Earthquake is so free for him. Pretty much he needs to rely on a crit or a misclick, either of which can happen. And I just keep. Oh yeah. Oh, speaking of misclicks, I misclick protect. I misclick protect, guys. I misclick protect. I misclicked protect, and yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, right? If I didn't misclick, I would have wished probably protected again. Eventually, he would have ran out of earthquakes if we would have kept doing this over and over. He would have been forced to go into Rotom. I outsped Bulky Rotom, and did I outspeed Bulky Rotom? I think I did. Yeah. And I clicked return. I got rid of Rotom, and then when it came down to returns as well, I probably wouldn't have had enough wish protects in order to stall out returns, and returns max roll was like 50.3 if I'm not mistaken, so he could have easily got a crit or 2 high rolls in order to kill me. So the game was pretty much over. It was just a matter of getting differential. So yeah, it was very, very unfortunate. I was very, very mad. You have no idea. And because I felt like I was so close, I felt like the game was really, really rough for me, and I felt like I was starting to make a comeback, and I misclicked. So that was very unfortunate. But as you guys can see, Diggersby's going to clean up here. It outspeeds my Feeny because he is a Scarf, and yeah, I was fast Feeny. So he's Scarf, and he gets up the kill, and I lose against Leo 2-0, which wasn't really as bad as I thought it would be. I thought I would lose like 5-0 or 4-0, not even gonna lie. But the battle was really, really good. He brought really, really good prep. Foul Play Rotom was amazing for him. Sub Bulk Up was also amazing in regards to him. So absolutely amazing prep done by Leo. Sorry if the commentary was sort of all over the place. I haven't looked at this in a few days, so thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed my very all over the place commentary, make sure to leave a like down below. Once again, if you could comment down below anything I could have done better, maybe that would have been great. I probably should have scouted for what coverage Rotom got and not sacking Hooper early, because if I didn't sack Hooper early, I would have had Scarf Hoopa in the back to help against Diggersby and Gallade. That would have been really, really good for me. And because Diggersby was Adamant Scarf, I was I Timid Scarf or Modest Scarf? I might have been Modest Scarf. Yeah, he would have still outscored me regardless, but it wouldn't have allowed him to click return, and then other things would have happened as well. But I want to thank you all for watching once again, and I want all of you to stay safe, wash your hands, and enjoy your family around you. That's all I request. That's all I ask. Once again, hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys look forward for other projects that I have in mind that are kind of cool. I'm very, very, very excited to show you all. But once again, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace!